Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Lost Arcader. My name is Brent.
Hi, guys.
That's Mark,
Yes.
who forgot to introduce himself.
Yeah, well.
We're off to a great start already. Fantastic.
I had that big intro about being your erotic massage therapist, but then I told you in the car. And
Oh, well, you ruined the surprise.
I did. That's kind of what I do.
I guess you can still surprise me, where the fingers are going to go, and that would be all right.
Is it really a surprise anymore?
No, I just expected.
Hey, it's more like when, not where. So we were playing Bayonetta 1 to start things off with, and I haven't played Bayonetta 1 in, God, forever, and I haven't played Bayonetta 2, but it's, it's a platinum game. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamiya made it. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, and it's a fighting thing like DMC and all that. So.
Well, and part of what's nice on this is that I haven't done any save work on this or anything, so you can be prepared to have your ass handed to you repeatedly.
Yeah, my favorite kind of thing to do repeatedly. I do remember somewhat the story. I think we got witches and some other bitches. And sages. Yeah,
witches and bitches.
Witches and bitches, yeah.
An unfortunate rhyming scheme that was in translation. Yeah, the Lumen Sages for our bad guys. And then we've got our Umbra witches.
There we go, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so we got the jump, we've got the kick, we've got the gun. And that's, what more do you need? That's,
well, maybe figuring out your strong attacks and the hundreds of combos therein.
Yeah, I heard this is like a super combo tastic.
Centric. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Wonderful 101 Revengeance, which you were playing for practice the other night.
Yeah.
If you're not doing combos,
prepare to get your ass kicked.
Well, it's not just prepared to get your ass kicked, because you can make it through quite a bit of the game, but then it's time to buy upgrades for later, and you haven't made any of the points you need because of the scoring system. You really only get points on good scores in this game, and you might as well just be ready to bash your face against a brick wall otherwise. By the way, I'm sick.
Again, still.
Still. We've been trying to get started on this for weeks, and we keep saying, oh, when I get better, but apparently I'm just going to die, and
going to be ill just permanently.
Pretty soon it's going to be Welcome to Lost Arcader. I'm Mark, and Brant, say hello.
And this is the rotting corpse that used to be Brant.
Woo! No, he's not alive and saying woo. That's just gas escaping the body.
One thing I love about Bayonetta is just how insanely over the top it is with everything. That's a lot of platinum games, but even Bayonetta, they kind of, I think, gave him Kamiya, of course, free reign with her just outright sexuality. And it's just.
Well, and see, that's what everybody focuses on, especially like last year when Bayonetta 2 and this one came out. Sexy, blah, 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 over the top. But the idea of all of these games is over the top.
Yeah,
everything,
And hey, I'm not going to give Kamiya a free ride. He's got some weird things when it comes to girls and video games. But
God bless him for that.
but Bayonetta's not that bad. You've got. I think that was kind of the whole point, and you get the people that are that really want female characters, and they're just not that. Let's find a different one.
See, I'll let you talk about the sex side of it. I'm going to talk about, there are so many combos in this game after playing through Bayonetta 1 5 times now, the old version.
Yeah.
I still haven't done every combo. It's just, there's so much, and it's the same way with Wonderful 101. All your upgrades that open new moves and new abilities, and just everything that Platinum does is always over the top, not just in your face for the sexuality, but in your face of the entire game experience. You know?
Yeah. You look back at I always I compare the Bayonetta to Devil May Cry so much because they both do the same thing where it's over the top about everything.
Oh, and that was Kamiya.
Yeah, he's kind of his it just goes to his style. But I fucking love Devil May Cry. Oh my god.
Did you ever play Clover Studios Okami?
Yes.
Because
Okami's
Clover
badass,
was platinum back
Yeah.
in the day, as I understand it. And that was Kamiya. God, that game just went on and on. That's what was in your face on that game. It's like, I think I finally got it. Whoop, nope. Let's play for another 2 or 3 hours, you know?
Yes, the old throw endings and endings and endings. But Devil May Cry did the same thing, where you had, like, you know, not only did you have a billion combos to do, but you had, I like that one because you had, you know, 8 different melee weapons, 8 different, you know...
Projectiles?
Yeah, range weapons, and you could, you know, mix it up, and they all had different combinations. It was pretty great. Well, nothing like mass suicide.
No, it is organized religion after all.
Buzzing.
Buzzing.
I like the kind of 50s style getup she's got.
Yeah, the noir. Well,
Yeah.
and it kind of goes with that celluloid film thing.
Definitely. Costume change. Wait a minute. Oh, that's...
Potentially, I think some of my Bayo 2 costumes might have come out of here. Please save in slot 2.
I want to save in slot, like...
Don't go down too far because we want to slot rotate, but let's do like
Yeah.
5 through 15.
Sounds good. 5, yeah.
Everybody, remember, rotate your save slot so if something corrupts, you're not screwed.
Oh, God. The worst thing that has ever happened to me in a video game was...
Final Fantasy on PlayStation and it corrupted your file?
No. It was Final Fantasy. But what happened is I was walking in a town, and I had just gotten an item, and a NPC walked right behind me, and I had stupidly saved in my only save file, with him behind me and me in this corner, and then something happened in the game where he wouldn't move, and I was stuck in the corner forever. And I lost my shit because I had like 50 hours in that game, and I was stuck in the corner just because he kept like walking at me and just like, you know, what's up, dude? And you try to talk to him and fucking move him. Oh my god, that was a controller cracking moment.
Speaking of losing your shit, everybody was just going, Mark, hit the fucking start button?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
First.
And I was going to try and tell him, but I didn't want to interrupt him. Also, while I'm apologizing, time for an earthquake as I move the microphone, because I realize you're probably getting 80% Mark, 20% me. You were getting a way better deal on that, by the way.
Ratio, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Platinum is good company.
Well, and I love their openings, man. When Wonderful 101 came out, I had just played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and just went freaking banana sandwich over it. I love that game. I own 3 copies of it. But, yes!
Sorry to interrupt, I forgot to ask you whenever we were doing our little like playthrough thing for Vengeance. Did you play the other Metal Gears, or is that the first one you played?
I played Metal Gear 1 on the NES because I'm an old son of a bitch and never got anywhere. And then Metal Gear Solid came out, and I was more of an N64 and Dreamcast person than PlayStation. I mean, I had one, and I played Resident Evil 2 on it. And I think that is the extent of what I play. Oh, there was some Dino Crisis, come to think, and Reboot, of all things. Reboot. I still have a copy of that. It plays great on the PS3. But that's the extent of my PS1. So no, because the original Nintendo one was so chew your own face off, annoying and ridiculous. And as a little kid, like now I go back and I play it and I can appreciate it for its nuances and the bad text translations. But back then as a little kid, it was just bullshit and I couldn't handle it. It was like playing Simon's Quest.
See, I find the opposite. The older I get, and I don't know if it's just my like own neurotic tendencies, but like I find the older as I get, the less patience I had. Like I told you the other day, I found my brick with Pokemon Blue in it, and I was like,
yeah, the brick Game Boy. Happy 20 years old, by the way, Game Boy.
And so I booted up Blue, and
I just said that it might be 25.
Hey,
oh my
yeah,
god!
I know we're old.
Oh my god! I know it's got an anniversary this year. If I got that wrong, please leave it in the comments, like you haven't already, saying you stupid fuck. It's the wrong year.
Oh, we're gonna have more comments about being stupid fucks, but no, but yeah, I booted up Blue, and you don't have running shoes, and like I was walking around, and I had a fucking aneurysm. Like, how the hell was I as a little kid spent 10 minutes walking around a little patch of grass trying to get to another town?
Well, now don't you get running shoes later though, or
You get a
skates?
bike. You get a bike. Yeah,
Just the bike.
Yeah, you get just the bike.
Why did I think there were skates?
Because that was in like the second one. The second
Okay,
one is like
gotcha.
Green and fuck, Sapphire and Emerald. There you go, Emerald and Sapphire. I probably got that wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Again, hey, we welcome your comments, even saying you stupid ass hats.
Oh yeah, no.
Please degrade me. It gets me a little hard.
Yeah, I just don't do it for him anymore. We're into such weird shit. Like I have to put like on a duck suit now. It's awkward.
Well, and that Tesla coil hanging from the tail doesn't hurt either.
God, it's a bitch to clean too.
Yeah, well,
I gotta take it down and apart.
I keep telling you, enema beforehand, Mark. So here we are. Some of this story, which part of what's wonderful about any Platinum game is the stories are so outrageous that they make no sense when you first play this game. Like, having played it so many times, I know everything about this, but I remember just staring at this going, what the fuck am I looking at in the beginning?
What the hell? Wow. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So she went into alternate thing.
Like, kind of like the Nether Realm.
Yeah,
you know, not
like
heaven,
that.
not hell, not earth.
Like
the
fake
limbo
type thing, yeah. And now she's going to proceed to beat the ever-loving shit out of these angels.
Man, I love the designs on these angels. Their skin is like ivory.
Yeah.
And you see it more in Bayo too. But I love how they're like all like stone and gold and gemstones. Then you beat the shit out of them and they are just gooey motherfuckers underneath, man. They're like half spleens and livers.
They're all just goo. Just holy goo.
Lots of just purple throbbing body parts underneath. And you're like, that is not a healthy color.
It's what the inside of angels look like. It's just purple jello.
Well, and for any of you who haven't played this and don't know a lot about like kind of the Japanese view, even though there's this kind of heaven and hell and all of that, it's not what a Judeo-Christian thinks of as right, wrong, good, evil necessarily. You've got to keep in mind it's their view of kind of Western religion. So please don't get incredibly bent out of shape or thinking, oh, you work for the devil, this is bad. Middle America, don't get your panties in the knot and call Westboro Baptist about it.
That's pretty common though with Japanese games. They really like doing like the parodies of Western religion and Western culture. And so you end up with these way over the top things that, you know, if I guess were made by a Western company, could be considered a little offensive, because you do beat the shit out of angels in like every one of these video games.
And
make
it's
them
not
look like idiots.
It's not just video games, but you know, I just recently watched season 2 of High School DxD, which the 3rd season is now airing, and I greatly await the Blu-ray. But it's all the fallen angels, the angels of heaven, and Lucifer's. Yeah, there you go, Underground. And Lucifer's demons that were angels, and all of them having a war and then a truce, and anybody who leaves the truce has to be dealt with. And everybody thinks demons bad, angels good. Aren't the demons the fallen angels? Well, you know, biblically, yeah, that's the case. But in the Japanese stories, it's just, it's more what drives them than it is a sense of values, good and evil. But I'm glad Mark's totally toning out to look at tits and ass right now.
Hey, don't judge me. Don't judge me. God.
Got shot.
Yeah. Well, no, I also didn't want to interrupt you. You had a good thing going there. Yeah, and it's and you can't just like look at it like, you know, oh, they're making fun of Christianity. Yeah, you look at Devil May Cry 2.
It's not making fun of it. It's just how they see it, you know.
And you know, I would think, you know, it's a cool story. You know, demons and angels are cool. So I think that you know, you get stories like Devil May Cry where the good guys are demons and stuff like that, and Bayonetta 2 where the bad guys are angels. It's just, you know, it's just cool to me. It's just a storytelling mechanic.
And it's almost like the idea of honor among thieves, you know, because the demons and every caste has their own set of values that they have to follow. And you know what? I guess next time on Lost Arcader we can get into that, or we can get into something a little lighter. So
fair enough. Yeah.
Potentially hit the pause button there, Mark. Since
Can
you
you
got
pause
the
the?
control.
Can you pause the?
I think so.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess.
Well, all right. So, if you've enjoyed listening to two stupid assholes talk for a while,
It's
not to be confused with two best friends. No, we're just two stupid